The years go on and more Disney shows are made, but as we all know, some never make it. Welcome to Volume 2 of 5 more cancelled Disney shows that were never made. If you haven't seen my first video on the subject, feel free to check it out. In this video, we'll be looking at some more modern Disney shows that were planned to become a series at one point. Some well into development, others barely past the concept stage. Let's all be disappointed again as we take a look at some promising projects that Disney didn't finish. Starting off with a classic character who just can't seem to catch a break, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, the series. This was a show about Oswald that was being developed throughout the 2010s. According to crew members, the series would have followed Oswald moving into a town called Coneypolis, which paralleled Walt Disney's own story moving to Hollywood. Various characters from the original shorts would appear, helping Oswald stay grounded amidst the distractions of the big city. A show for Oswald has apparently been in some form of development ever since Disney got the rights back. But outside the roles in games and a few anniversary cameos, he's been pretty dormant. A big push for this specific series happened around 2018. The following year, it was announced for a Disney Plus release. Animator Matt Danner confirmed that the show was in development with his team who were supposed to work on it after finishing the Three Caballeros series. Reportedly, there were scripts, design work, animation tests, and even a pilot in production, but not much happened after that. There wasn't even an official cancellation, they just quietly moved on. Supposedly only 8 episodes were written and 2 animatics were completed. Whether an Oswald show series will ever see the light of day is still unknown. At some point, they were going to have to try to actually finish something with this character beyond a few shorts. As of now, there's a live-action hybrid Oswald series being made by Jon Favreau, and I don't know what to think. It could be great, but we'll just have to wait and see. I really do hope Oswald gets the spotlight he deserves someday. Tiana was a cancelled series meant to serve as a sequel to the Princess and the Frog movie. The synopsis was that Tiana, now a newly crowned princess of Maldonia, would set off on a new adventure, though calling to her New Orleans past wouldn't be far behind. The series was announced originally in 2020, with Anika Noni Rose returning to voice the character. It was originally scheduled for a 2023 release, but then went quiet until it was officially cancelled in March of 2025. The reason? Reportedly due to budget issues, and the studio moving away from long-form content on streaming. Despite the cancellation though, there will be a special released, most likely because they already had a significant amount of footage completed and decided to release what they could salvage, which honestly is appreciated. Rumor has it that Tiana's Bayou adventure ride was originally meant to tie into the show, but with the series scrapped, the ride now stands alone. It's a real shame. We could have seen a richer exploration of her world and more character development. Maybe they'll change their minds one day and go through the television division instead. It wouldn't be as high quality, but at least it would exist. For now, we've only ever seen one promotional image. Hopefully that special gives us a proper taste of what could have been. Okay, so technically this one wasn't meant to be a show. Most sources say it was pitched as a comic, but it looks like it could have been a show. I still want to talk about it though. Varian and the Seven Kingdoms was a proposed spin-off based on the character Varian from the Tangled series. The story would have followed Varian after discovering his mother's almanac. He sets out to uncover the 7 alchemical laws across the 7 kingdoms in hopes to rescuing his mom, who was trapped by her former partner. Varian would have also been joined by a street criminal named Hugo, 2 inventors named Young and Ula, and a princess named Nuru searching a way for her to save her kingdom. The project was pitched by Caitlin Ritter and Anna Lencioni, both storyboard artists on Tangled the series. Disney was actually open to publishing the comic, but only if they replaced Varian with an original character. They claimed Varian wasn't popular enough to carry the whole story. The creators refused to make the changes, and the comic was just never published. Honestly, it's a crime this never got made. I don't agree with Disney's reasoning. An original character would have not had the same draw. If anything, Varian would have boosted the project's visibility. Even though it wasn't a show, it was very much pitched like one. And if it had been popular enough as a comic, maybe it would have became a show. We'll never know now though. The Tangled IP has been quiet for a while now, so I don't have high hopes. But hey, anything's possible. This one's kind of a strange case, because it was never officially in development. Doug Kids is a proposed sequel series to Doug. Yes, the once Nickelodeon, now Disney show. The idea came from Doug's original creator, Jim Jenkins, who talked about it in a YouTube podcast. The show would have followed Doug and Patty as adults, now married, raising 2 kids, Yancey and Doug Jr. There would have also been grown-up versions of the other characters from the original series. Jim Jenkins said the project was in early development and nothing had been picked up yet. He's hoping to be greenlit by Disney Plus, since they still own the rights, so technically this wasn't cancelled, it was just never picked up to begin with. If enough people start watching Doug on Disney Plus, maybe it'll grab their attention. For now, it remains in limbo, and Doug fans will have to wait. I never really watched Doug myself, but sequel shows can be a lot of fun, especially when they tackle modern life and parenting. We'll just have to see if anything comes of this. Our final show that was never made is The Rescue Aid Society, a sequel series to the Rescuers movies. The show would have focused on Miss Bianca as the leader of the Rescue Aid Society, giving out mission briefings to agents. It also would have featured a descendant of Basil of Baker Street. There's not much else known about this pitched series, but I can imagine it would have been a mix of the Rescuers and the Great Mouse Detective, helping children and animals, mixed with mystery and detective work. Honestly, the Rescuers and the Great Mouse Detective have some of the best potential to be adapted into a full series. It really sucks that this one never got off the ground. According to Tom Caulfield, the show was scrapped because of the release of the live-action Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers movie. I guess they didn't want too many rodent-themed mystery stuff at once. I kinda wish we were in the timeline where Rescue Aid Society got made instead. If only. And those were 5 more Disney shows that were never made. I'm not gonna lie, most of these really hurt. Some were real close to being fully realized, while others didn't even get a fair shot. There's always a sliver of hope for any of them to come back, but let's be honest, it's a long shot. Most of the time it comes down to timing, executive approval, and whether the creative process can run smoothly. It's just how production works. Creators have to be persistent and the hype can help, but if someone higher up says no, that's it. All we can do now is wonder what might have been, and stay hopeful that great ideas get their shot in the future. Which of these shows would you have wanted to see become a real series? Are there any other Disney shows that were never made? Let me know.